Morning everyone, welcome to MR2 testing at Mallory Park. We're on a Toyota only track day. I'd love to be here in the Civic, testing the Civic, but I've never been here before, never been to Mallory Park. This, Thruxton and Knockhill, that's all that's left. Maybe we'll complete them all this year, you never know. But I just wanted to do a quick video on the way in because look at the views. Look at it, it's a fucking fantastic day of course, but look at the views. There's this fucking two big lakes, or maybe one's bigger than the other, but yeah, it's just really nice views on the way in. Alright, there she is, look. There she is. We've got some brand new tyres as well. I've sacked off those tyres, those squealy bastards from Silverstone. I don't think we ran them at Brands, did we? But they've been well sacked off now. Looks like the car transporter might have been in the trees a little bit. What do you think to that, eh? Interesting, interesting. Oh, I'm not using the gimbal yet, I'll get out in a bit, but yeah, there's a lot of other race cars here. Now, there is an open top session or something, which I'm guessing these guys are all on, but there's also a load of MX-5 race cars over there, and that has made me somewhat upset because I really wanted to bring the Civic today considering all the changes that I've made to it, but I thought it was a Toyota only day, but it turns out there's 3 different sessions. There's Toyota sessions, there's the open wheel sessions, which, I mean, I guess, well, whatever. But there's also a novice session, which I'm guessing is what all the other race cars have booked onto. Now, they might all be novices, or they might just be treating it as a test day. What do you think? Bugger, we might have missed a trick here, but never mind. Today is all about trying to get comfortable in this car. I need to have a look on the internet now and see what the lap records and stuff like that are around here. The MR2s haven't raced here for a couple of years, not since I've been in the championship. Obviously, I've never been here before, so yeah, we've got a lot to learn. So anyway, let's get set up. And we're going to go off sighting laps very shortly. Alright, we're going to be trialling something different today with the Garmin. If you remember from Brands Hatch, I was a bit fascinated by the data. I thought, oh, that's actually quite clever. Let's try and use it to my advantage. So what we're doing today is we're going to do a test. You see the audio cable coming out the side of it, right? That's going to pipe down here, yeah? And it's going to split one into the voice recorder, and the other one is going to go into my helmet. And we're going to record what the Garmin's saying to me, and I'll overlay it on the GoPro so you can hear.
Next right, use more track on exit. Nice work.
Thank you. This might be the secret to us going a bit faster. Maybe. It's meant to shout at you. I've never used it before, so I don't know what it's going to tell us, but going by the data from Brands, it could be useful. And while we've got it, let's try it, eh? Bit of fun, yeah? So let's find out what that's going to be like. But we're just getting ready to go now. Sighting laps first and everything. And this will probably only kick in after a few sessions if it's got the data, obviously. But 54.96, just under 55 seconds is a lap record round here. And it was done in a Class B. But it was a few years ago, so let's see how we get on. Alright, we're heading out to Mallory for the first time. Looks like we've missed the sighting laps, but hope we'll be alright. I've not got a clue where I'm supposed to go. Where do I need to go? Sorry, I'm a little bit lost.
I know you would,
Sorry.
Go back down here.
Yeah, alright, cheers. Okay, we'll just go on here, shall we? I don't know if this is the entry or the exit. On the camp. Alright, first impressions of Mallory then. Small track. It's a motorbike racing track more than anything. We're on brand new tyres, we're just going to run them in a little bit. This is, wow, that's super tight. That's tighter than Croft, perhaps. To the left here. Ooh, track kind of really compressed then. Oh, the Garmin started picking up a bit. Still on sighting laps at the minute, but we're flying to say we're on sighting laps. Maybe we're not on sighting laps. That could explain it. So yeah, super short track, but it's tight and narrow, and what I've been told is we can really make some time up. It's a simple track, but like Brands Hatch is a simple track, but it's very technical, so I'm guessing this is going to be the same. So we're in the Toyota on the group, obviously we're going to see a lot of GI Yaris's. We don't need to rush. We don't need to drive like a bastard on this first session and ruin us brand new tyres. That's what we need to not do. Tell you what, there's not a lot of runoff either, is it? Wow, that is a naughty back onto, I think they call it the elbow or something, the devil's lettuce elbow.
Good job in braking earlier. Good turn in.
Good turn in, he says.
Good apex.
We've got a Mark II behind us, I know you can't see it, but the fast one from Silverstone. He's just going to drive past us.
56.95.
Let our tyres cool down a little bit. Alright, well that was a good intro. We got chopped by the purple one. That's upsetting. But the power he had at that last corner, was that power or was that him just using first gear before I figured out we've got to use first gear? The annoying thing is, I had a problem going down to third as well. It's not feeling perfect. Gearbox on the way down, but we'll just, oh, that's how you come back into the pits. No way. Alright, we've learnt a lot today. And remember, we need to rag it, and I think first gear into the hairpin matches that theory of, okay, we need to rag it. So yeah, no doubt third to the first corner, but you've got to change into fourth before you exit, otherwise you're going to hit the rev limiter. Down to third for the right, and then, oh, it's a fun circuit. I recommend coming down here if you were thinking about it. Very fun. I've had a good time there. Very technical. That's fine, love. We're finished. No, it's good that. Yeah, recommend Mallory. That was good. Get on the race tyres now and kill them. These are very squidgy when they're brand new, but one heat cycle, 2 heat cycles, maybe they'll be all right. Yeah, the Garmin was still a bit quiet. I think because I'm splitting it, but I can hear it. She was telling me that I had a nice apex and just complimenting me, really. That was good. So yeah, we'll end that session. What did we get? 56. And the lap record is 54.9 and we did a 56.7, so not too bad for the first time out. I figured out what you were doing.
What's that?
On that last hairpin.
Which was what?
I figured it out. Don't worry, I figured it out. He knows. You weren't using first gear? Right, he needs to get that turbo taken off of his car because it's... Alright, first impressions of Mallory Park. Yeah, nice little circuit, had a lot of fun. Obviously we were on the new tyres, so we weren't really pushing, we were just getting a feel for the circuit. And Dom's just switched over now to the race tyres from Brands. So I've only got two sets, and I've only got two sets of tyres. So the way Rogue normally do it with the Rive and Drives is you have a good set for the wet, which would be the brand new set, and then we have our race tyres for the dry. So they're going on now. These are tyres that I raced on at Brands, so hopefully we'll be able to get a bit more of a feel for how the car's handling. Now one thing I noticed, and I thought I'd figured it out, I thought I'd figure Andy out, but apparently not. Apparently he wasn't using first gear around the hairpin, but I definitely gained a bit from there. But I think the reason I'm gaining so much from cogging down and why we're going to have to razz the tits off it, I think it's missing a bit of mid-range power. It just feels a bit flat, and we saw how he walked away from us, and if he was in second gear there and he walked away from us like that, then no es bueno, no es bueno. But we'll carry on just cogging down for now, because I thought our man over here was using first gear around the hairpin and that's why he was getting away from me. Apparently not. But it would explain why I was losing a bit of Silverstone as well. And Brands on the last corner when Billy, who's also testing today, look, when Billy got away from us. So I don't want to absolutely ruin these tyres or ruin the car obviously, but at the same time I want to get as much seat time as possible. We're having a full day in the Mark II, drowning our Civic sorrows. Would be a lot better to be in the Civic round. The Civic's going to be Larry round here, isn't it? Let's see what this fast blow, see what he's done to his engine, see what his turbo is. All right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to show us the turbo?
Yeah, sure. Telling you where I've hit it.
Looks different. Oh, I've got more covers on and stuff. I must have more covers on the engine or something. Yeah, I can't see the exhaust manifold. That's a 4 into 1.
You might have a cover on it.
You're having to change into 4th before you exit that corner?
I am,
Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? Yeah.
Do it nicely.
I kept running the exit a bit wide. So where's the supercharger?
Yeah, it's just down here. It looks like an alternator, but it's not.
Ah, interesting. So the exhaust wraps, that's what's giving the mid-range power, is it?
I don't know.
Right, we're just about to head out then for the second session. We're going to do some tests after this session as well about the manifold. Maybe there's something going on, who knows. But yeah, see if the Garmin lady has got anything better to say on this one. I'll have a look at the settings, double check if there's anything we can. Need to put in verbose, like debug mode or something. Just tell me everything, love. I want to hear it all. Very smoky.
If you missed what I said, then I said, very smoky, which you'll see more about that very shortly.
Okay, so we're going out for a second session. Oh, plug my lady in. So remember, we're on his race tyres now.
Starting first lap. Next right, use more track on exit. Nice work.
Thank you. I reckon we can go even late while smoking along. Need to have a look at some onboards. I'm not sure what line I'm meant to be doing around here. Right, it's super flat when I change gear. Probably brake later and just kind of understeer into it, but tightens up about midway through. It's a bit of a funny one, that.
later into
Next
here.
right, turn in later.
Oh, it's smoking a lot around the hairpin. Maybe it's overfilled with oil or something.
55.83. Next right, turn in later. Above average.
So the car did get black flagged for the smoke. It was pretty bad around the hairpin. Now I got a right telling off in the pits here for two things. One, having the Garmin on live timing. You're allowed to have the Garmin on but not with the screen on showing your lap time. It's a track day, not a test day. But also the helmet cam, which we got told off for with the racing, so I stopped using it in the racing, and now there's certain track day people that don't want me to have one either. But yeah, got a bit of a telling off. I've thought of a way around that, and I'll tell you more about it in the future. But yeah, for today, no more live timing and no more helmet cam.
Right, we got black flagged on that one because of the smoke that was pouring out of the exhaust. I don't know if the cameras caught it at all, but there was quite a lot of smoke coming out of the hairpin, and yeah, maybe that's something to do with the power concerns. I don't know, but the lads are on with it now. I also got a royal telling off after the briefing. Now, I'd heard that Javelin were okay with people using these Garmins, the driver coaching thing. It turns out they are, but you've got to turn off. You can do a special mode where you turn off the on-screen lap timing, and also apparently the helmet cam's verboten. Now, we got told off by the scrutineers at Brands Hatch about the helmet cam. That's why I've had to stop using it in races. But I remember him telling me when you're just playing on track days and testing and all that, the helmet cam's fine. It's just races that I had to stop using. Well, apparently not. Apparently some track day companies don't either. Have you heard what they've said? We've got to swap engines.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a regulation, isn't
Yes,
it?
regulation, yeah. Swap engines.
Any competitor can choose to swap
That's
engines
right.
without-
Yeah. We'll clock back with Dom in a bit then. We'll see if he finds anything, but slightly less than ideal. But this is why we do testing, isn't it? This is why we do testing. Right. You may notice something has changed on the car ahead of the next session. The lads sorted the car, by the way, so shout out to the Rogue engineers for us resolving the oil issue. It looked like it was a blocked breather, I think. So, there's a couple of options. We could have drained some oil out of it, but then we might risk blowing up at turn one, which apparently a lot of cars do. But now they've fixed it wasn't breathing properly, the oil thing. And it did feel good out on that session. We held fourth gear around turn one. We need to do some data to see if third's faster. My Garmin's saying that third is faster, but I think maybe with a bit more laps, maybe we'll we need to have a play with that and see if we can extract any more time. But it feels so much nicer going around there in fourth and having to do the down change and then the up change. So I'm going to persevere with that. But yeah, we're doing a test this time. We're going to test the car with no rear wang. See how that goes. So my trap speeds, my maximum speeds from the second and third session were within 0.1 mile an hour. So we've got some good data to work from. See if we can gain any more miles per hour, or will it send me into the tyre wall at turn one? Let's find out.
Next right, apex earlier. Nice work. Next right, apex earlier. Nice work. Next right, hit the apex. Keep pushing. Next right, apex later. Nice work. Next right, apex earlier. Keep pushing. Next right, turn in earlier. Above average.
Well, yeah, gearbox definitely felt better in that one. I didn't improve on time though. I'm starting to plateau a little bit. So I'm going to try some, I don't know what to try. I need to go faster into turn 1 really, but we need to get some balls, don't we? The boys, you'll notice they've got some shifter cables in their hands. Yes. Well, they made the mistake of telling me it was really easy to change shifter cables. And after having a feel on Andy's knob over there, he's silky smooth, you know, silky smooth on that one. So it might be the shifter cables. He reckons it's the gear oil. I'd struggle to believe, but hey, maybe it is. But we're going to try shifter cables anyway, see how that gets on. And yeah, hopefully we can push, because we went slower, technically slower still. He's just fitted a Garmin as well, right? 2 mile an hour faster than me pretty much everywhere on the straights. Right, we just have to go out for our penultimate session. We've got another one after this, but we've made some changes to the car, right? We didn't change the shifter cables, but Dom did take out the mechanism and fully grease it and everything. It does feel a lot better, right? So we've got fresh oil, greased mechanism and everything. Right, we shouldn't have any problems with gears, hopefully, right? Also put the front roll bar on a stiffer setting, right? Now, historically we've had issues with understeer, don't we, with this car, but it's on the nose today. So I'm wondering if a bit of kind of turning understeer can give me a bit more confidence into turn 1 to try and ultimately go around there a bit faster. But it's on the middle setting, there's 3 holes each side, we put it straight down the middle, right? It was on full soft before. Let's go and see if it makes a difference. We did improve on that session, but still not exactly where I want to be. Optimal's saying 54.9 now, which seems ridiculous, but yeah, just gonna go for last session and gonna try and really, I don't know, drive fast. I know I'm always trying to drive fast, obviously, but I don't know where I can pick up time. The Garmin's not sure either. Yeah.
This Garmin thing, I was enjoying using it, but on this session it really focused on the last corner and it started to annoy me quite a bit. So I'm just gonna let you feel that. You tell me what you think's going on. So it keeps telling me to do different things at the last corner, and I feel like I'm hitting it the same pretty much every time. I make the odd mistake, but you see what you think.
Next right, hit the apex. Keep pushing. Next right, hit the apex. Keep pushing. Next right, hit the apex. Nice work. Next right, hit the apex. Nice work. Next right, turn in later. Keep pushing. Next right, turn in later. Above average. Next right, hit the apex. Above average. Next right, hit the apex. Keep pushing.
So yeah, I don't think it's perfect, but overall I think it is pretty good. I was just trying to figure out which gears I wanted to be using now. We're getting towards the end of the day. So I'd figured out that third gear was going to be faster around turn 1, and it seemed like using first gear at the last corner would also be faster, simply because I seem to be missing some mid-range power. That's what it feels like anyway. So yeah, third gear for turn 1, first gear for the last corner.
Next right, hit the apex. Keep pushing.
Right, that brings us to the end of the test day. So, Mallory, nice track, rate it. I recommend you come down and have a go if you've been thinking about it. It's pretty naughty, it looks like it could go badly pretty quick. It did for a couple of people today, there's a few crashes. But overall, pretty good, the car feels good. I think it did feel better, well, I think it did feel different with the roll bar at the front. Better, I'm not sure. We did a better time. We were in the 55s, high 55s. I'm looking at, it's just a shame I've made a mistake of comparing data with this man here, and also, you know, Sean was out there with us as well, and it just feels like the car is still lacking a bit of power. But Rogue have got another Mark II that we can maybe have a go in at some point. We can maybe switch cars and have a go in a different one. But this weekend we're just going to have to send it anyway. And the race video from this weekend is going to be hectic, right? Civic and MR2 on the same day. Both cars need scrutineering, qualifying, 2 races, all in one day. It's going to be manic. It is going to be manic. It's just one word for it, isn't it? So, I'll see you there. Is there anything I've missed about the car? I wish it was a bit faster in the straights. I feel like I was on the limit of my driving. Probably in the race, will I keep it in second, or it's a case of keeping it in second, knowing that I've not got the mid-range power to pull me out really, versus going into first and perhaps getting out quicker, but there's a 50-50 chance that I'll miss the gear and then end up slower overall. So yeah, what will I do? Tune in to find out. Just before leaving, I thought I'd come have a quick look at this hairpin. Wow, that is super tight. I mean, it feels tight in the car, but wow, that is, yeah, nuts, isn't it? And hopefully you don't have brake failure. Oh fucking hell, that would be unfortunate. Yeah. Right, something to roll the Patreon names over, innit? Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.